Hello, this is Christy Carter with Global Positive News Network, and I have the privilege of introducing to you today Tom Egan. He is CEO of the Foundation for the Foundation for Senior Living, which is abbreviated FSL. FSL is a nonprofit 501 with a mission to provide community-based services for families and senior citizens. They are located in Arizona. So Tom, why was this foundation started?
Sure. So FSL was founded back in 1974, really to address the unmet need for housing for older adults. But I think what the organization really, quickly learned is that most people, when you ask them, they want to age safely in their own homes. So there's a study out a few years ago that really, in national survey looking at talking to people, said 87% of people want to age in place and want to stay in their own home.
Sure.
So, in addition to, building safe and affordable housing, we also have a continuum of home and community-based services that are primarily in the healthcare space or the social services space to help people achieve that goal that they want to.
Oh, that's fabulous. And I love your website. Your website is beautiful. It really kind of shows everything that you guys are doing. It shows the houses, it shows the people, it shows the activities. It's very, very enriching and enlightening. I love it. Sure. So what is the big vision? What do you want to accomplish with this nonprofit?
Sure. So we really want Arizonans to be able to have that ability to age in place with the dignity and the care that they need. So, we want families to be able to, experience home ownership if that's a goal for them. We want people to not be hungry. We feed a lot of people every year. We want family caregivers to really have, access to the support and care that they need.
Yeah.
So if they can just make one call and call us, and we can help them connect to services, whether that's something that we do or that someone else in the community does, we'd rather do that than having them spend, hours and hours and hours researching to find answers to get help online.
Right. Wow. So you're kind of like a one-stop shop.
Yes, that's what we'd love to be.
That is awesome. I'm just curious, and I'm just thinking, wow, this is a nice opportunity. Can people from out of state become Arizonian residents and then join your nonprofit, or do you accept out of state people?
We the majority, all the people we serve currently are in Arizona, with one exception. So let's say someone's parents moved to one of our retirement communities, years ago, and when they were young and active adults, that worked great being away from the extended family. But now, say the rest of the family's back east, and mom or dad are out here, and their health challenges have increased. So sometimes we'll have a adult-child client back east that we're helping coordinate the care for their loved one in Arizona.
Sure.
So in that case, we sort of have two clients. We almost always have two clients. You have the patient who is receiving the services, but then you also have the family caregiver that needs a break from
caregiving,
being a caregiver, right? Being a caregiver, or they're not here, to do that. So, so that certainly comes up. We do get calls other times where people, maybe that are familiar with us, are saying, "I wish this service existed in, New York where I grew up."
Yeah.
And my staff can do a pretty good job of saying, "Okay, here's who I would call in your community. They may not be exactly like us, but there's probably someone dealing with, adult services, aging services, caregiving, affordable housing."
Okay.
So,
That's great.
So
That's
in that
fantastic.
sense, we serve people elsewhere.
Yeah, that's, wow, you make it seem so easy and so just, congruent, I guess. It's just lovely.
Well, I have an amazing staff, an amazing team who actually are much closer to delivering the services, and that's where all the magic happens.
Right, that's awesome. That's so good. So Tom, what have you done in the last 6 months that's made a major impact in your community?
So in the past year, one of the things that I'm really proud of is, we provided a safe home to nearly 1,000 Arizonans each night. And we opened a beautiful new affordable housing community in downtown Tucson just a few months ago. I think we did the ribbon cutting in April.
Oh, nice.
So this project was really unique. What it allowed us to do is restore a 100-year-old adobe building that was on the historic register. It was literally being held up with steel beams. They were holding the walls up in place. So to be able to renovate that building and then purchase an office building that was nearby and tear that down and build a 7-story affordable housing complex. So it had a really unique historic preservation aspect to it, but then also, that's 83 more units of affordable senior housing, right on a streetcar stop, great transportation, beautiful downtown Tucson. So that was really a cool project to be a part of. A couple others that I would say, we distributed more than 450,000 pounds of food to Arizonans in need through our community food pantries. And we provided nearly 350,000 hours of respite care to family caregivers who are really desperate for a break. I don't know if aging has impacted your family, but
it has big time. Oh yeah, I'm right in the middle of it. Yep.
Yeah. For most people, it's a matter of when, not if.
That's right.
It's going to impact your family.
Absolutely.
So, having a break and having a safe place for your loved one to be taken care of is really important, especially with our changing demographics in our country.
Exactly. And, people are living longer these days. I mean, with our good medical care and our good food that's available to pretty much everybody, we are living longer. I mean, I'm looking at living for another 40 years easy, and I just turned 60. Absolutely. So I'm, and I feel like I'm 40. So, it's just good to get the families involved like you're doing and get the education out there and have all these beautiful services available like what you're doing.
Well, thank you. We help nearly 30,000 people every year, and if we had the money and support, we could do even more.
Sure, absolutely. That's wonderful. So, Tom, what positive news do you have for our viewers today?
So, one of the things I think is really kind of new and something I'm excited about is we're starting to get non-traditional partners coming together to really solve some of the health challenges. I know you mentioned, people living longer.
Yes.
But, we have hospitals for, really the first time, I think, looking outside of the hospital walls and trying to come up with creative solutions to take care of their patients.
Wow.
You have health plans that are starting to address what we call the social determinants of health instead of just traditional health services like, seeing your doctor, seeing your nurse, taking your medication. We're starting to look more creatively at how do health plans, how do hospitals, how do nonprofit organizations like ourselves, how do we come together and come up with solutions that are going to have improved outcomes for the people we serve, rather than sort of how many 15-minute encounters did you talk with a health professional.
Right.
So, I think those are really exciting.
Yes.
New things, and I've always said when you're trying to solve really complex health challenges, or really any problem, you've got to have some partners come together and work together. Not worry so much about who's going to get credit for what, but really to partner and say, okay, we need to make an improvement in this area.
Yes, and look at the bigger picture because it benefits everybody.
Yeah, it impacts our whole community.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Wow. Well, I want to urge our viewers at Global Positive News Network to go to the Foundation for Senior Living at fsl.org and take a look around. There's some wonderful activities. There's employment opportunities. There's ways that you can get involved. You can learn more about them. Look at their blog, look at their news. They have a lot of information for everybody. So, Tom, thank you so much again for this interview. We really, really appreciate you and what you guys are doing.